Hello, Miguel. Good morning. Sorry nobody else welcomed you. Oh, here's Jason. Look at that. Jason pulled through for us. Anybody who is not in the Discord, did anyone trade this yesterday? Let's put it on the 1 minute. Where was that at? Right here at when those bonds were released or whatever, and we had that massive drop. We had some crazy volatility in here. And so it's pretty disappointed again yesterday. You guys saw just another red day. We've been doing so good, and then hitting 4 red days in a row after last week. Thought we were doing so well. And it got to me yesterday. I pulled up. Thanks, Joseph. So I pulled up the I wasn't planning on trading. I don't even know why I pulled up a chart. Nobody had, like, sometimes I'll pull up the chart if people in Discord are talking about, certain moves. I'll pull up a chart just to see what they're talking about. I just pulled up the chart right at like 1:02 and saw that this happened. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I said, you know what? I need to blow off a little bit of steam. These Apex accounts were super cheap. I quite literally don't care right now. We just started them and they're all in the red. So I broke them off. I didn't trade them all at one time because I know I'm going to go through. I know I'm going to blow some. I'm not in the right state of mind. The markets are moving way too much for the afternoon session. But I need to destroy something right now. So I started trading one of them, and I forgot to change my contract size, so it was still on the size for when I'm like on the group trading or something. I don't know. I ended up getting into 3 minis on one of the 25K accounts that was already like $700 away from failing. They were all $700 away from failing. That was a happy little accident, and it worked out and put us like in the green on that account. And I was like 600 away from passing that one. I was like, damn, let me see if I can go do that with the rest of these. So I just was micro scalping this stuff on like the 30-second chart on Trade of 8 on those Apex accounts. Not how I trade whatsoever. I was on a 30-second chart just trying to determine very small fluctuations, but like we kept making like fair value gaps. So I like we create this one, then we come back down. I'm like, okay, we're in a bullish fair value gap. We have all this displacement. I'll just go ahead and buy 1 or 2 minis on these accounts that shouldn't even be trading more than 1 micro. And I was, yes, Tyler, I was just carving it up through here. And some of them were doing really good. Then some of them, I started blowing some. And then 1's gone. Then 2's gone. Like, you can trade. Okay, my opinion is I have past accounts doing that. I have gotten funded accounts doing that. It's just not sustainable. I know that. So that's why I don't trade like that. But I was just trying to release some emotions. So I was just doing it. 1 account worked, got it to $600 within passing, and then I did it to the other accounts and just started carving them up and then started blowing them. So then I was down 2, then I only had 4 accounts left. 1 was ready to pass. I ended up blowing 5 of them, which is fine. Like, to me, those accounts serve their purpose. They were cheap. I spent $100 total to get those 6 accounts. And they served their purpose yesterday by letting me get my emotions out from this week, just being frustrated. So after I blew 5, I was looking at that one that was $600 within passing. And I'm like, I think I can do it. So I freaking did it. And that account, we only had to get to 26,500. That's what we got to. I took one trade a day because I still need to put in 5 after today. I need to put in 5 days of trading to pass it. But we're at the profit goal, so we just need to. I mean, I'm gonna have to take some winning trades because I can't take 5 trades. 5 trades of commissions is gonna put me under the profit limit. So I gotta be careful that I don't go tilt mode if this drops. This can and may drop beneath the profit goal, but we're there. There's no doubt in my mind that I can't put 5 trades on next week and still be in the profit goal. So we have one. All the others are gone. That was my plan today, was to trade one of these accounts. I didn't want to touch my AMP account, but now I don't have them. And this one I'm not going to trade because I need to be careful. I don't want to go too far in the red and then feel like I just gave it up. So we're going to just trade one micro today. I've lost too much money on this account. I don't want to lose. I mean, I can't really have that mindset of not wanting to lose because this is trading and we do lose and we will lose. I need to limit how much I lose today on this account. So we're going to trade one micro and I'm waiting until 10 a.m. I have to. I'm pretty positive all week I got faked out because I didn't wait till 10. So I'm not allowed to enter until 10 a.m. A setup can form before 10, but the entry has to happen at or after 10. So I went back and looked, and all the moves that I got into this week prior to 10 were based just liquidity runs, so the market wasn't going to respect those fair value gaps and displacements that happened before 10. So if we look here, let's just go back and look over that. We got time. We have until 10 and it's 9:24. So let's just go back and look at our week. I don't remember what trades I took, but here's Monday. If I waited until 10, there's no, I don't believe that this is hindsight. Because if I waited until 10 on Monday, I think I would have noticed that we're taking out some liquidity up here above that high. This is the 2-minute, so I'm pretty positive. I mean, there's a fair value gap on the 2-minute. Pretty positive on the 1-minute. There's also fair value gap. So ideally, I would have taken that. I've taken those before. There's no reason why I wouldn't have taken it that day either. What's up, Zendy? Tuesday. We're just reviewing the week right now. And oh. So at 10, I'm pretty sure I think I was taking that short. But it was a liquidity grab. And then the real move happens when we displace back, breaking structures, and then we come back and hit that OTE perfectly could have gotten my points there. But I took this move, which was the liquidity run. That's what I'm doing wrong this week. I keep taking the displacement that attacks liquidity. I'm not taking the displacement that happens after we attack liquidity. So that's Tuesday. Pretty sure I've already looked at Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, this day really got me too. Or it's up here. This day may have been tricky because there was no reversal. We were just going up. Usually I get burned on those days. And I'm pretty sure I would have been burned on this day just like I did when like we did get burned anyways. But I'm pretty sure I probably would have shorted this. But that's fine. One loss. I think we would have had winning trades on Monday and Tuesday and then a loss on Wednesday. I think I would have shorted that expecting to go attack this news, those lows. Morning, Jeremy. And then oh, that was the afternoon. And Thursday. It was a little messy yesterday. No trade till 10. I got a note on the chart. That's what I'm looking at right now is had I waited until 10 all week, would I have taken a winning trade or a losing trade after 10? So I'm pretty sure I would have taken mostly winning trades. So here's 10. Liquidity run, fair value gap. This move breaks that structure, not by a lot. Ideally, I like when the fair value gap is breaking the swing. If this fair value gap is down here, however, it was a little Judas swing taking out liquidity above this high. Entry on this candle after 10 in that fair value gap. I just haven't. I've been taking the liquidity grab move first, and that's why we need to wait until 10. And if it doesn't happen after 10, then so be it. What? We scrolled back way too far. We just looked at last week. I thought that the chart looked weird. Why didn't you guys tell me? You should have warned me. Whatever. You guys get the point. Basically, there's usually a liquidity grab before 10, and then the actual move happens. Or a move that I could make money on happens after 10. Yesterday, liquidity grab before 10. After 10, we displaced down with an entry. Short, take profits at the stop. Yes, I did. I put a note so I cannot. I have to. Yesterday I started saying I need to wait till 10, and then did I? No, I freaking took a trade before. So today we will be waiting. Roshi, what's up? You said that you grabbed that move yesterday, right? Or something? Yesterday afternoon. Oh, okay. You asked if anyone got it. I went over it a minute ago, but I uh I just happened to pull the charts up right at the time that happened, and I went on my Apex accounts and traded, scalped the hell out of this move up, and we lost a lot of good accounts. We lost 5, but one of them made it out alive, and one of them is passing. So they did what they were intended to do. I thought I was going to pass all those. The universe had other plans and said you need to use these to express yourself, and that's what I did. God, McLovin. I did that the other day on this on my AMP account. I entered on 2 minis, and then I froze for a second because I'm like, what if this works? But I had to kill it immediately and switch to micros. I can't be doing that. Damn. Now you got a nice little buffer if you go to micros. That should guarantee you a green day. I have not marked anything else out. This we made kind of equal highs yesterday, close to that weekly draw on liquidity that I was looking at. So I think we do eventually are going to have to hit those. Do we hit them today on a Friday after all this move up? Who the hell knows? Yesterday we made a higher high off of all this consolidation and then displaced down, breaking this swing. So let's see how we react at these lines. 50%, we're right at the 50%. So if we get like a reaction out of here, I guess that could, I guess we can start going lower, but we've got equal lows down here. 3 of them on the 15, 3 of them on the hour. Are we going to leave that? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Between 50% and OTE, got a 1 hour fair value gap. We are on 1 micro, just making sure. But we are going to wait until 10. If a move happens and nothing happens after 10, then so be it. That will be an improvement from what we've done the rest of the week. That's a good idea, Hiroshi, to just reset. I almost skipped today, but I'm feeling emotionally a lot better. in the moment yesterday, I was like, no, I don't want to trade this tomorrow. I don't even want to trade next week. But I really think just blowing those Apex accounts, passing one, just trading and getting it out like it. I think it really did help me. Got that high right there. Left it a little bit. No, it would be nice to. I would love to close this week green, but it is quite literally impossible for me to do that unless I over leveraged or over traded, which I'm not willing to do, obviously. But I'm glad you're securing a green week. That feels really good when you go a whole week and you have more money in your account than you started with. I have consumer sentiment at 10. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what most of these news things are. I just recognize them and I know that something might happen. I don't know what the hell they mean for the economy or anything like that. Today's the 10th. We'll see, McLovin. I kind of want us to go up here just so we can get a short setup. I'm originally from Florida, but I live in Tennessee. I moved here six years ago. That would have been nice, McLovin, but we're not ready for that. We got to put the time in with the small, consistent gains. Yeah, East Coast time. But I know you said you're like half Asian or something, right? Are you in the States or? Philly or Philippines? I need more letters to determine what Phil means. Gotcha. You're good. Damn. There's a 5 minute fair value gap that we went right to. If dollar took an equal low, maybe dollar will turn around there. And if dollar turns around and goes up, then we should go down. This week. These moves are absolutely insane. What is going on? Doesn't matter. We got 15 minutes anyways. That looks a lot different than Nasdaq, doesn't it? Oh, because wait, yeah, it's the same time frame. Oh, you got your live account set up, Tyler? Be careful, man. It's a Friday. You've uh you've said things and agreed with me on a lot of stuff with how I think and feel, and I struggle to start new things on Fridays, so just be careful. Very nice. Yeah, that's it's like almost 20%. I'm just conflicted. I mean, I have an area. I know we have buy side way up here. I mean, market obviously is going to do whatever it wants. I just don't see us doing it this week. I think it would make more sense for the market to leave these for a future date and then start attacking some of this displacement in the next several days. But who knows? I mean, I don't take trades targeting those anyways. Yeah, we have something at 10. I mean, I'm not waiting until 10 because of the news. I'm waiting until 10 because was, I think I feel like I was supposed to be waiting until 10 anyways. I keep getting in before 10 and getting in on these liquidity runs, which aren't necessarily the moves I'm looking for. There you go, Tyler. I'm just waiting until 10 to enter. I'll be right back. Guess we're just going to keep going up, eh? I mean, usually whenever there's a huge news thing, we typically do retrace that whole thing. So if our drawn liquidity is at least right here before the news, see if we can't find an entry to go attack that. It's not that much further away. I don't really have any yeah. I mean, I know we're almost there now, but we typically always on a massive news move always go back to the start of that. I know part of our job is to figure out where the market's going, but I really try not to buy in too much figuring that out. Just need to wait for a setup, and if it makes sense, you take it. If a short setup presented itself, there's no reason to not take that. I would just need to have a reasonable exit. maybe maybe news pushes us down into like that 2-minute fair value gap. Maybe this one. A long off of anything right here may be a good opportunity. I can't size down any more than I'm already sized down, Tyler. So there's no worries there. We are down to 1 micro. I need to trade 1 micro for a couple weeks to build this confidence back up. Market took too much from us this week. Sucks. However, my Apex account that will be funded after next week, that's I'm only going to trade a micro on that too. It's $1,500 drawdown. I'm not willing to risk more than 1 micro with that amount. I used to think you could trade more, but I don't think you can. It's just not sustainable. I'm thinking one micro per 1,000 in your account. So that's what I'll be doing. This account, I can trade more than 1 micro, but I need to scale down after the week we had. And I need to do that. I did the same thing in September after I lost too much in the beginning. I scaled down to 1 or 2 micros, got my confidence back. As soon as we scaled up, I scaled up too far and then freaking gave it all back again. So then we had to scale back down and grind it back up. Grinded it back up. What did I do? I went back to a mini and started losing too much. And this is where we are. Ricky, my plan is after news to look for a setup and take it. That's right, Zendy. I keep trying to preach that. And I'm not worried about the money. I'm not looking to make a certain amount a day or anything. I'm trying to be consistent and show. I know it sounds weird saying I'm not worried about the money, but I want to show profitability. But any amount of profitability can be scaled up in this game. I don't have to be making a certain dollar amount right now on any certain, like the dollar amount on a trade means absolutely nothing. It means nothing to me if you take a trade and you make $50 or you make $1,000, because all it matters is how many contracts you used. And Jesus Christ. You can make however much money you want on any type of trade. Well, what did I say? Along around this gap would be good. Exactly, Tyler. That's how I feel. I'm not worried about the money I lost this week. To me, I'm taking a week, not even a week. It feels like I'm taking 3 weeks backwards towards my goal. Because now it's going to take me that much longer to show I can be profitable because of this week. Even if I over leveraged today and made $10,000 today, that doesn't mean anything, because like that's not sustainable. I need to be profitable with a strategy and a setup I have. Not alone. Kind of want it in there. This is close enough. Let's just shoot our shot. I really wanted that gap, which we were now offered. I think I'm prepared to hold for 420 at the top of the hour yesterday when that 1 o'clock crap happened. Yeah, I don't play like the lottery or anything, Tyler, and I've thought about if I win the lottery, I'm funding a trading account. And then maybe I won't be so worried about trying to make money and crap like that. Even though I say I'm not worried about it, like it's always in the back of your mind. It's going to affect you, but I think if I won the lottery, I would fund an account with quite a bit, and then just try to live off of that. Like, there's no way that I am giving up trading. I will do it until I run out of money, or yeah, that's it. Yeah, those are like the only 2 times I've ever bought a lottery ticket, or when it's over $1 billion. I'm like, yeah, why not? Where's your short at, McLovin? We're gonna have to do something because you keep taking my money this week. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Hope it bounces off of something. This 1 minute looks pretty rough with all these wicks. I was like, what are you talking about? You're the one who thinks we're going to the moon today. Nice, McLovin. See, we can both make money on the same move. You just get out before my stop and then let us go higher. Yes, you did. Look at those bodies. Look at those bodies. Came pretty basically to OTE down here. Like I said, it's kind of where I would have preferred to get in, but yesterday we missed an opportunity for a green trade because I was greedy and wanting OTE instead of just taking the 50%. So we got in at 50%. Come on, Nasdaq. I just need one day. It's Friday. Don't you don't need to kick me while I'm down. This displacement down wasn't breaking swings. I can see a lot of things happening, Tyler. Really debating on adding one there, but I got to stick with one micro today. Ooh, I have like real bad deja vu right now. There's no like prominent swing. We have this swing that we broke down, but I don't know. Is that enough? Is that enough to think that we're gonna keep going lower? $5 minute? Yeah, but we're not that's not breaking any swings. I don't know. I mean, it's $77, so we stick with it. I think it'd be safe to move it up to here beneath the start of the move. I mean, if we go beneath there, it's most likely not going to work out. I think it's still looking good. Trying to think, if I wasn't in a long, would I have shorted that? It's a tough call. I would have shorted that if we took out new highs, but we didn't. Um, we didn't. I think if those highs were above this guy or above that, and then this move happened, I would short it. But that wasn't the case. You had a good time, Graham, on pre-market? Would you just long this? And yeah, I'm sure if you longed on and then on any of these pullbacks you added, you probably did pretty good. throwing with that delta. That's what I did yesterday afternoon. I'm telling you guys, don't take a trade when I get in, because when I get in, the market is about to consolidate for 45 minutes. It happens every time. I can't ever just be given a quick move. What sucks is yesterday afternoon, like that felt good trading like that. Like I almost want to just get. I mean, I used to do it before, but I have an account to trade like that, but I have to be careful that those habits don't carry over into other accounts. You can just scalp. I think you can just scalp little fair value gaps, because we typically get reactions. Like if you can get on the 30-second chart. I mean, this is a bad example because of we're just going up and down, but little bullish fair value gap. Argue comes back in there, buy it. You get a hold for a couple points, but you can get your couple points out of it. And when you see a bullish fair value gap, I mean, just look for longs only. Yeah, that's like I was listening. I don't know who said it, but I've always thought this too. The further you look into the future with trading, in my opinion, you're just lowering your probability, because a lot of things have to happen right for a larger move. If you can aim for smaller moves, it's a higher chance, and those happen more often. But you have to decide what works for you. I mean, Tyler likes looking for the huge moves. That works for him. I'm kind of, I try to look for like 50% of that. $15 we just came and repriced that whole candle. So I mean, it works for your. I think that's why you chose it. I mean, it works for your personality. That's what you want to go after, then go after it. But there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I was just speaking like for myself. I can't do that. I mean, I can. I can't handle. I don't like a move being that long to find out that I was wrong. I want to know if I'm wrong or right immediately, which is why this sucks every time I get in. Then we can start consolidating, going sideways. Like just hit my freaking stop, or go to my target. A daily opening gap. Look at that. I don't know why I haven't been freaking marking these out on. Yes, patience. Too much patience, I don't think, can hurt you in trading. And the is Yoda. I think we can squeeze out 100 points on this. $349, $449. Got a line up there. This is why I like that 1-to-1 setup. Because when you get this displacement, you just play that little range. And you could have shorted right there. And it got very close. 5 points away from the target. Would I have taken it? I don't know. But you could have. Not a fan of those bodies right there. Some good news. The December jackpot is now up to $138. Supposed to be selling. Yeah, I mean, we're just going for 5 red in a row this week. All in. This, I know we're respecting that fair value gap, but we didn't take out liquidity and we do have a swing that was taken out like on the 2-minute with displacement, but I don't know. There was no liquidity up here. There's the 1-to-1. Do we need to get back? We need to go back to that. Uh, 4-hour. You know, I did have this, but I didn't leave it on there. Just not my week. That seems to be the theme this week is everything looks better on ES. Hmm. I mean, ES really can't go up and fill that in, potentially dragging Nasdaq up a little more. See, when we have moves like this, displace down, displace up, I wouldn't expect us to go back down there, but I guess if we do, then that means we're not going to keep going up. Oh, I know, Joseph. I'm supposed to have, or everyone says I should have ES, Dow, and dollar up, but I just start overthinking everything. And most everyone here can back me up that I was doing very well before this week. This week I was just off my game, and it's all started because I didn't take trades Thursday, Friday that I feel like I should have. So Monday, it felt like I didn't trade for like. It felt like I didn't. I mean, didn't feel like I didn't have a winning trade for 4 or 5 days, and then everybody has also been, not even you guys, but even people on like the different day trading subreddits. Yeah, they talk about how bad um the price action was this week, which, going back and reviewing the charts, there's plenty of opportunities for the setups I'm looking for. I honestly think I was just getting faked out by taking the liquidity runs. When there's displacement, when we do a liquidity run, that displacement, fair value gap, whatever, should not be traded because we were just going to attack liquidity and then turn around. I kept taking that versus waiting for the displacement after a liquidity run. Honestly, I really think that's where I went wrong this week. And I don't know why I started doing that. I think I was just eager to take a trade. So Monday I took the first one, and then I just started snowballing from there. And that's why I didn't take a short here, because we didn't take out liquidity. There was no liquidity up here. Whereas the move up at 9:30, quick drop, take out any stops, and then run up higher. It all started with Thursday. I don't remember what happened Thursday. I don't know if there wasn't a one of the days there just was no setups for me. I was perfectly fine with that. But then the other day, there was, yeah, I was waiting for a 1 minute 1 or 2 minute fair value gap to be tested for an entry, and I missed like the 5 minute entry of the same fair value gap was so close. It was like 2 points away, and I didn't take that because I was stubborn and wanting those extra 2 points, I guess. Like, what's the difference? And I didn't take it, so it felt like a losing trade for me. And after those 2 days, and then going into the weekend, no trades, Monday, and then just downhill from there. Today, I mean, I think I'm fine with my decision. It'll be different once the market plays out, and if it's a losing trade, probably be mad at it and take a short if it doesn't work out. Because I think I was a little more short biased. I mean, ES is about to, looks like it wants to just absolutely tank. Thanks, Colby. I don't have a problem with, like, sometimes I do make the right decisions. But I definitely need to just do one micro for a few days, like several days, at least all next week, potentially for the rest of the month. Because we have the week after next week is Thanksgiving week, so that's only going to most likely probably only trade Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday will probably be a little weird. Maybe ES taking out that low right there. I'm not sure, Prada. Let me double check. There probably is trading, but I'm not trading Friday after Thanksgiving, even if it was open. It says 22nd through the 24th. So yeah, I think Wednesday we probably close early, and then no trading Thursday, Friday. Have a good one, Delta. We'll talk to you later. I know Friday it's Friday's half a day, it looks like. I think. Okay, Wednesday I think is a normal day. Thursday close, and then Friday, it's hard to tell. I don't know. Regardless, I'm probably skipping Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thanksgiving. Because it's just going to be, it's most likely just going to be some weird movements. It's just not worth it. Potentially should have just gotten out at break even right there. Nasdaq and ES both came up right into little bearish fair value gaps. This is a little teeny tiny one on Nasdaq. Yeah, I assume the 1 minute. 1 minute probably looks just as good, or looks probably better. Where's your is your short at 49? $3.59. Well, respectfully, I hope both of you are wrong. Sorry. You took this one right here. You do it on a 30? Or did you just see these two candles and then short that? God, this is ridiculous. You guys want to just go ahead and take your money here, and then we can turn around, all three of you. We can all make money on this, but I need you guys to get out now, and then that will allow the market to turn around. Oh, it is. I have that on my calendar. I mean, we're getting some moves. It's Veterans Day substitute. Well, we've got three of you guys in a short, so we're really debating. I'm just adding a micro here because it's not much more. It's not much more risk, but then the payoff would be good. 15 points. So $30. All right, we got 4 people in shorts against me. So once you guys are all in profit, get together, just take your profit. Don't be you don't have to be greedy. Take what you got. and let me take a little bit. You guys saw how bad this week was. It's not adding to my loser because this trade is not a loser until it hits here. So I was trying to say, if I didn't have a hard stop right here and this was a mental stop and then the market went down and then I started adding, that's a no-no, because the market moved past your trade that invalidated it. So now you're just hoping that it turns around and you're averaging down, hoping that you can get out. But if there's no reason why, if I allowed myself to be on a larger position size, there's no reason to not add in here. The trade is still at play in my eyes, so I'm just getting a better entry for my trade as long as I keep my stop where it is. Yes, I would argue that, Tyler, because you have a trade and you put a stop and you're willing to let the market trade. Like, that's why your stop is there. You're willing to let the market trade in that area until your stop is hit. Once your stop is hit, now I'm not confident in the trade, so I got to get out. But this whole area where my stop is, I don't care what the market does in there. I don't care what it does. It can move quick down. It can move quick up. It can create setups in here based on this entry and setup over here. I'm allowing the market to do whatever it wants to do within this area. So as long as it's in that area, there's no reason to not add contracts to just get better entries. Now, I don't like that we're down here because it's taking forever and we're just sitting in a potential red trade the whole time. Yeah, this is going up. I advise you guys to take your money. Look at that 5-minute. Body's respecting that order block right there. Should have added, but I'm just not willing to take 2 contracts on a trade right now. But if you're willing, if your stop is 20 points away from your entry, if you didn't enter where you did, you would be entering in a better position. So as long as you don't put your full size on, it would be different if like today, I'm saying I don't want to be in a size more than 1 micro. So I should not get into 2 micros, even if it's for a better entry. So yes, if you're risking your full amount on that trade, then no, you shouldn't add to it regardless. But if your risk management and what you put up, I put up $63. If I was willing to risk $200 today, there's no reason I shouldn't put up another trade, another contract that's only adding 30 to this for a better entry for potential more profits on the trade without having to wait for a whole nother setup to form. I'm already in the risk. So maybe that makes sense. Makes sense to me. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Thanks, Jeremy. It's a Friday. Take it easy. It's like no need to go balls to the wall on a Friday. 3347. Yes, broke a swing high with a fair value gap after liquidity was taken. Liquidity beneath this low. Up knives. No, I'm not. I didn't yellow today. I was basically YOLOing on that move yesterday afternoon with all my Apex accounts. I don't know if you saw or heard, but I was letting off some steam on those accounts. And out of the 6 that we had, which were all in the red because we've just done nothing but red trades this week, they were all in the red, and I was pretty frustrated with the week. So I was blowing off some steam, scalping those. Yeah. So I started over leveraging and just micro scalping the hell out of those accounts. And one of them made it out past. 5 of them are gone. So, but I'm honestly, after that, I felt better. So now I know what to do. That's how I can take my anger and frustration out. Go get some cheap Apex accounts. If you want to do the same thing, click the link in the bio and go buy some cheap Apex accounts and blow it and just get it out of your system. And then go trade responsibly after that. But that account, it's at the profit target, so I still need to log. I'm pretty, unless I'm thinking wrong, I think I still need to log 5 days of trading. So we'll do that next week. You're all, I'm assuming you're done trading for today. Yeah, I just found out that works for me. So whatever. If that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do. That's not bad. I like that you look at your trades based on RR and stuff. Helps keep the money out of the equation. That's right. We've been in this trade for 50 minutes now. Longed way back here. Just been sitting through all this. I'm telling you, as soon as I was done, I felt so much better. I don't know why. Maybe like wanting to trade like that like builds up in my system and I just have to get it out. So I don't know if I feel better because I passed an account or if I feel better because the market put me in my place by taking 5 accounts from me. I mean, I spent $100 on 6 accounts, and that $100 was $100 I was given over the weekend. So it wasn't like I did not care about them. I was trading them responsibly this week. Just so happened this was the week I was going to have like my worst week ever. This week has been worse on me emotionally than when I go like have a tilty day. Because when it's one day, it's like, yeah, I let my emotions get the best of me. Um, that's easy to, I don't know if justifies the word, but it was just one day. Obviously, you get back too much on those days, which is a problem. However, this week I felt like I was doing everything right, and then to see I just keep taking losing trades like that, that hurts me worse. Dynamic. I think dynamic. We are there was a 1-to-1 entry already here, which we could have taken, but I think I'm trying to go back to how I used to trade. 1-to-1s can still be there if I see them, but I don't know. I'm struggling with having too many rules limiting myself versus having too little rules and letting myself do whatever I want to do each day. But I was watching some not older videos, but videos from back in like September. And I used to just wait for certain things to happen, take a trade, have a reasonable stop, and then look for a reasonable exit. And I was doing really well with that. And it was a little different each day. And I don't know. Not sure. Would this be a 1-to-1 if we get out at the highs? Be a little better than a 1-to-1 because we entered down here. 1-to-1 would be at 53. Really want to see if I could hold this though. All the guys who were short, did you guys take your money or are you still holding? Tyler, you said you got out, right? I think McLovin, you were in a short. Chase. Come on, guys. I know, don't go silent on me now. Many. I think that's how you pronounce your name, Many. What? Everyone. Okay. Did you guys take your profits in your shorts or did you exit in the red and then flip long? Try to tell you guys to take your profits down there. Now, do we exit right here? Looking at the market, I mean, ES still has to go take out its highs. I really want to see 420. Tyler, I don't know what the hell that word means. Like English, I mean, I've been out of school for a really long time now, but all through high school, English was my worst subject. I freaking hated those classes. I just had people doing my work for me in those classes. Oh, almighty power, God himself. I mean, I wouldn't have trusted me either after the week we've had. So, if anything, I'd be fading all my trades. Come on. There we go. Yes. Is that all we're going to do? $96. Might be a little hard to get up to 420. Or not. Like I said, I mean, if we're going to watch ES, ideally ES is going to go attack its highs. So it's got to move. Still got to move 5 points. ES can surely move another 20, 30 points. Or Nasdaq can move another 20, 30 points on that. I really should have added in the 30s. Really should have added in the 30s. An extra $30. I'm doing it just for you, Tyler. I don't think there's any reason to exit this until ES hits its highs, right? Is that how I'm supposed to use this? Use the other assets? And ES took out liquidity down here before this move, so now it's going to go attack that liquidity up there. Oh, they did. I saw that. Look at that. We're going to exit at 420 for 420. I'm going to exit at 420 just for the memes, though. What if we just keep ripping all the way up to here, though? I mean, it's not that much more money, and I'm just looking for some high probability. So, man, we exit on a strong candle. Where's my shorters in the chat at? Nice to hear, Russell. We've had a horrible week, but we're ending strong on a Friday. I can go into the weekend back to thinking about my hopes and dreams and aspirations of being a real trader one day after this. That feels real good. I feel like I need to give a speech right now. Tyler, I think you also said we were going to attack those 930 lows. I'm on to you. If I call out every level and every move, I can't be wrong. Hopefully you are okay with my jokes. In real life with real people in person, some people can't handle them. Hey, I appreciate that, Russell. Yeah, I'm on to you. You strike me as someone who would watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Thanks, Ben. I really wish I would have. I mean, could have done 1,000 things differently. Not 1,000. Like, the greedy part of me is now thinking. I don't know why I always have to burp every time I go to start talking. All right, well, real quick with Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there's an episode where there's like a group of, I don't know if you know anything about it, but it's a group of like 4 people, the gang, and each episode they always split, and 2 people are doing one thing, 2 people are doing another thing, and one of them it's like it's like each group is against each other, like politically or something, like they should not be in politics whatsoever, but anyways, they're against each other, but one of the members keeps going to each side acting like he's a friend of each one. But as he's talking to one of the sides, he's like, "Oh, I'm playing both sides, so that way I always come out on top." And the guy's like, "What? You're not supposed to tell me that." And I just thought of you today, calling out the lows, calling out the highs. You can't be wrong if you point out every move. One of them will be right. Probably was not funny at all the way I explained it. You just have to watch the show. It's a good show. I highly recommend it. Now the greedy part of me though is taking over. Could have held it. Could have entered another measly $30. Like why? What's $30 adding to get a better entry? And I still would have held ideally to the 420 target and doubled my profits by only adding another $30. Could have just entered with 2 contracts, which I think is what we were doing all week. Or no, could have entered risking 250, so 3 or 4 contracts, triple or quadruple the money that I did have, but I needed to scale down to preserve my emotions. I don't know if I would have held on to this the whole time. And I really try not to let you guys like influence my decisions. But I will admit, like, I mean, I'm in the red for an hour, and then I hear everyone else saying they're in shorts, and part of me is like, God damn it, like why am I in a long when everyone else is shorting, and I've just been in the red the whole time? But I have to stick with my decisions because you guys are going to be coming and going, and there will be a day where I'm not streaming and I'm trading without other people, so I can't take your guys' decisions because into consideration because I'm looking to trade full time for a career for me and my family. I'm not looking to do YouTube forever, so I need to be able to do this for myself, and I need to be able to trade with my decisions. I can take your guys' advice to learn, but not for actual trades. I feel like I do these little speeches like that every once in a while. And you guys have no choice but to sit there and listen because no one can cut me off. So somebody pointed out 435 ish or whatever. It's another 15 points. With one micro, like I don't feel like I'm missing out on the move if it keeps going. Because it was just one micro. I think ES helped me there by watching it. Was a little nervous as it was taking out liquidity. I'm like, damn, if Nasdaq comes and takes out its liquidity. But I guess what you guys see or what you guys point out is this little SMT, right? So ES made new lower lows, Nasdaq failed, then they both displaced up. This would have been a decent entry as well on this after this SMT, right? See, I don't know if I would have read it like that though. Maybe seeing ES make lower lows plus a bearish fair value gap breaking a swing, like maybe I would have been like, oh, ES is going to drag Nasdaq down. So then I would want to short that aiming for this low. That's what I can't do that. Like why wouldn't you read it like that? It's rare, Tyler. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. But sometimes I do. But with me being the rat lord, you guys follow me blindly in whatever I say. You take that and you run with it and you don't question it. That's what we're all about here. I feel like I'm probably going to do YouTube for quite a while. I do enjoy it. You know, it's funny. I joked around when I first started YouTube, and somebody said, I don't know. I was joking with my wife, saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a bunch of people saying all hell, rat lord," and I don't know. That was a completely pointless story. I didn't take 100. I wanted to. I was willing to. I honestly was willing to hold longer. I just wanted to get out at 420 just for you guys, for all the potheads in the chat. That honestly, that's the only reason why I picked. I mean, it was near a swing high, so it made sense. But with this market structure, I was expecting further. And looks like our 100 points is on the table again. It's nice not, like, I really haven't been thinking about the points. I don't think about the money. I just look at the move, and I want a move to happen. It doesn't matter. I can't stress this enough to you guys. It doesn't matter how much money you make on a trade, and it doesn't matter how many points you make on a trade. Just look for consistent wins. And if it's consistent 5-point wins or consistent 20-point wins or a combination of them, it doesn't matter. You can make however much money you want in this. I certainly didn't need to deal with all this crap for this move. Here goes another rant. Maybe I am more like ICT. I just need to start calling people out and cursing at all the other YouTubers and stuff, and then I'll be just like him. I didn't need to hold on to this trade to make money today. My other strategy, which I was doing, was wait for displacement. And this worked in either direction today, a short or a long. I took the long off of the 50% of this, but this displacement down, you short that with a 1-to-1, and that worked. I really think that works more often than it doesn't. I was kind of thinking the same thing, Jack. Don't get me wrong. It is cool to make money off of YouTube, and like that is part of the appeal to that. But I don't want to be like Patrick, making way more money off of YouTube, and he doesn't need to be trading. I do. I mean, I'll take the money, but I want to be making money off of trading. Jesus, Tyler. How did you were you on minis or something? Yeah, I don't care to, I don't want to be known as a YouTuber. Honestly, I mean, I don't watch a lot of other traders. I really don't watch any of them. I pop into Nutty Bar stream. I try to pop in once a day, and I just say, "Hi, Nutty," with a wink face, just to let him know I'm right here. But what was I about to say? I think I mean, I don't see anyone else out here trading personal accounts every day. And I know I have the affiliate links, but I feel gross having them. That's why I'm giving away half of that money to you guys. I would give all of it, and I almost did, but I mean, everything's kind of expensive right now, so it does kind of help. So I think sharing half of it with you guys that's more than what other people are doing. And if we make $100,000 next month on affiliate links, someone's getting 100 grand in January. Tyler, now you're not going to be able to take a losing trade. You're going to just keep making money on them. Long it. Go for it. I mean, I could see us coming back to here. I mean, I think you guys know, but I'm sure as hell not taking any more trades today. That was a long one, and I needed a nice win after this week. God damn. You just need to have enough whatever the brokers require for margin is all you need to have in an account. So whatever you plan on trading. So for instance, I mean, I'm on micros because I have lost quite a bit this week. I think you only need $100 per micro in your account, but obviously you don't want to enter a trade with $100. You'll get liquidated immediately. Me personally, I think you should have at least $1,000 per micro that you plan on trading. So if you wanted to trade 2 micros every day, I think you should have it $2,000 in your account. You can trade with less. But for your emotions, I think it's best to have a little more. There's nothing wrong with putting in $500 and trying 1 micro and just see how it feels if you haven't traded with real money. But most brokers are the same margin. What you got to do, Tyler? So I'm on AMP, but I think Tradeovate's like the same thing. So if you wanted to trade micro E-minis, you only need $40 in your account per micro. The maintenance, I believe this is how much you would need per micro if you trade like the overnight session. So after 5 or after 6. And then if you wanted to trade the normal E-mini on Nasdaq or micro, 400 and 1,000 respectively. So with me doing 1 micro per 1,000, I'm not going to trade the mini until I have 10,000 in my account. And even then, I still may stick with 8 or 9 micros to build a little bit more buffer because 10,000 still, I feel like 10,000 isn't enough for a mini. Just it should be with the ratio wise what I just explained, but just mentally, I don't know, maybe like 12,000 or something to switch over to a mini. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. Oh no. I asked you guys to get out of your shorts back here and you told me you got out at break even. So you held that. You're on your own now. You are on your own. You crossed the wrong rat lord. Ben and Prada, are you guys still here? I'm just in shock. This week was so rough. You guys don't understand what I went through every day. Wake up, and then I have to come out here and Just get eaten alive by this market. This was a beautiful, beautiful trade. I like that I kept going back to the 5-minute. Every time I looked at the 5-minute, I was like, this, nothing here on the 5-minute looks like shorts are going to work out. Obviously, you could have taken money out of some shorts depending on where you were, but the 5-minute was not breaking any structure. So that's why I thought this was just a you did you did not, Tyler. You told me you got out at break even, which was in the close to where mine was. Yeah. You entered at 47, and I said you guys need to get out at 30. Yeah, the 5-minute didn't show anything. This displacement down, there's no breaks of structure. It was just a balancing a price right to this order block. So I really think I need to once I work my way back up to 2 micros, which I said I need to at the very least do next week 1 micro. But once I'm at 2, I think I want to I changed my mind so much, so I don't know why I'm even saying this, but I need to try to remember that I like entering at the 50%, get in at least 1 there in case we only hit that. So I'd probably be limiting wins if we only hit 50%, if we only do that. But save some contracts to add at OTE or at like a break or at a order block. I don't know. Yeah, you can one stop. There's no I actually in September when I had my bad days, I deposited $800 into that account. I didn't need it to trade it, but I just needed it for my psychology to inflate my balance while I traded. And then, like the next week, I took 2 withdrawals in the same week to get that $800 back as I made it. And I put the withdrawals in the morning, and then the amount was in my account that afternoon, evening. I think when you deposit with them, there's like a 5-day holding period, but I don't think there's any like limits on withdrawals. Let's look at it together, shall we? Do these buttons work? You're doing that to meet the consistency thing, right? is the big one. You need to make sure you withdraw to the same bank that you deposited. I haven't seen any like weird rules with withdrawals, and I have taken two within a same week, so I don't see why they would limit you each day. If you're up real big one day and you just want to take some out, go for it. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I haven't done it daily, but like I said, I did it twice in 1 week and it felt really good knowing that I could just take that money if I want it. Yeah, I don't think AMP doesn't charge for withdrawals. Yeah, as long as it's ACH free. Um, it was close, I think. That sounds about right. The one thing is like they don't calculate if you do a lot of trades in one day, the commissions might throw you off because they don't calculate your commissions until that night. So like my account shows plus 142. Um, AMP will send me a statement tonight, like around midnight, and it's going to show I made 142, and then they take out commissions out of that. So then my balance will increase by 140 or whatever it costs to do that one micro. They have this. This is a weird. I just want to see a list of what it. Oh, here we go. Per side. Micro. So per side, $1. Is that right? I guess it's $1 per micro for round trip. 100. I would. 100's close. Nice, Tyler. That's perfect. $100 is real close. There you go. Well, boys, I think we did good. I was fully expecting a loss today. We finally read the market correctly. We waited until 10. Exactly what we were supposed to do. I was a little worried that displacement down was going to go after lows. However, I think I did good by it didn't make sense. Like we only had this swing and that wasn't really I would have rather have seen that break a swing like with bodies and stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense. Hey, there's no rush, one stop. It's really easy to get in these prop firms accounts and feel like you have to do it within a month because there's like a monthly fee. But if you have to pay 2-3 months, it's not that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. As long as, as long as your goal is to be consistent, you're going to make a crap ton of money trading by only putting up a little bit. But I'm going to head out. I didn't realize it's already. Oh, yeah, it's a PA. You have no. You're doing. Your goal is to just keep the PA. I mean, that's it. So you're doing baby it. I've blown so many PAs this year, and I think back and I'm like, what was I rushing for? I could have just kept them and slowly worked on them. There was no need to do that. Oh well. Thank you all for being here. I will hey, I'm like I'm so freaking relieved. You have no idea. These are the moves I like to call. These are the moves I feel like I can read and execute on. So I was really struggling not doing this for 4 days. So it feels good, especially on a Friday. I will talk to you guys in the Discord and most likely over the weekend. And then we'll be back on Monday morning. Hopefully just doing the same thing. Yeah, you guys have a good weekend and talk to you sometime. Have a good